Hello and welcome to yet another video from Gaming for 40.
We're trying English today.
Yes, and that's because we have a special guest.
Yes.
Very special guest.
International.
Yeah. He's a pro.
Yeah.
Ixion. Simon
AKA Simon.
Yes.
Yes.
Simon is one of the, I would say, better players out there in Street Fighter.
In Sweden, at least.
Yes. Yeah.
I would argue I'm one of the better in Europe.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would argue and say probably the world.
Well, maybe if I play Dan in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. Okay, so let's settle this in stone. If you play Dan, you're one of the best in the world. Punkt.
In Street Fighter 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool.
Yes.
And now we're close to the release of Street Fighter 6.
Yes.
And
the embargo is today, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have to clear up a few things before we start talking about the game. The first thing is that Simon, he can't play the pre-release.
No.
He can't play this game. He can't even see it before Friday.
There was some very strange review rules for this game.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
I understand it, but it's weird.
Okay.
I think
so I can tell you guys
Yes.
though, because I signed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I signed it
today, at least a week ago.
Yeah.
I signed the papers to play the game, and I have forfeited my Capcom and Street Fighter season.
Yeah.
So I can't compete.
So we're very sad.
So you're lucky this time.
Yeah. The thing
You
is
won't
that
meet me on the tour.
It's like if Simon could play it, if he could review it like 1 week before, that would give him an unfair. What do you say? Unfair advantage. Yeah. So he could play it for 200 hours and then compete. So that wouldn't be fair. So Capcom has been really, really hard. Who gets to review this?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would let Simon play it, but Simon has played the beta.
The beta and the demo.
Yeah. So you know what it's all about. Yes.
I think he knows a lot more
Than us combined. Yeah.
Yes.
So how many years have you played? 7 years?
Street Fighter in general?
Yeah.
Oh.
Has to be like 15, right?
Let's see. Well, about 13 or 14.
Got that.
Yeah.
Since Street Fighter 4 arrived, that's when I started seriously.
Yeah.
Do you know parries?
Well, no one has really had the parry that we have in Street Fighter 6. We've had a very more difficult parry in Third Strike, where you had to press forward to parry, which is requires a lot more awareness than the kind of parry we have now, that you can also hold to do. Like, in case they don't hit me here, I'm still parrying if I'm holding the button. So it's very different. But I would not say I have experience with parries much.
He doesn't really play characters that had parries in the history of Street Fighter.
He's like offensive. Like
that's just a stupid question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked it. The thing is, the last Street Fighter I played a lot was Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
Yeah.
So I didn't play the number 4 or number 5.
Yeah.
But I've seen them, and they look okay. They look good. Now Street Fighter 6, it seems like an amazing game.
Yeah, it seems like it's a more complete product this time around. Do you agree with me?
He hasn't played it though.
Yes.
But
If you compare it to
the beta,
the release for Street Fighter 4 was kinda wonky.
You mean 5?
No, I need 4 and 5 actually.
5 was
the
the
release for
worst.
Street Fighter 4 was way better than 5.
Yeah, it was way better, but it was not the meat and bones that you have on 6. You know, there were not really a arcade, a single player stuff.
Street Fighter 4 had a lot of things. There was arcade, there was survival mode, there were trials. It had some meat in it. Street Fighter 5 had barely anything at all.
Yeah.
It was basically just play online. I don't know if it even had arcade mode.
I think it did. I think it didn't. They didn't have actually, because they only
did not have story mode. At least I know I got that later.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
It did not have functionality either. It was barely functioning.
was it sort of like a focus on going full esports with it? Number 5?
I think they just rushed it because they only showed the characters, really. Like, this is the players, and that's it. And then they left it.
Yeah.
And then the backlash came.
But both netcodes on 4 and 5 was garbage, right? Well, not garbage,
the
but
thing
you know,
with the Street Fighter 5 netcode, people have the wrong idea about it. The thing with Street Fighter 5 netcode is, at the concept, at the core, it has the potential to do really well. It has rollback netcode. Street Fighter 4 have delay netcode, which is bad. But the thing with Street Fighter 5 netcode is that it was never, you could never trust it. It was always random. It was like the servers were on fire. Like this week it's okay, this other week it's unplayable. You could never trust it. But when it worked, it was quite good. But it wasn't good enough to play overseas. So if you were in Europe, you had to play with Europeans. So it didn't reach that level that we should. It should have had that level at that time, in my opinion, because there are other games that could do that. Street Fighter 4 has a very, very consistent netcode. Like, it always does what it's supposed to do. But it is an old delay-based netcode, where if the longer the distance, the higher the delay. And Street Fighter 4 also has the tighter combos. So if you want to do a 1-frame link and you have different amounts of delay against all these different people depending on where they live, it gets really hard to practice the game genuinely online. But I did it anyway, somehow. But yeah, so that's it. I would say Street Fighter 4 netcode is, it's too old, but you can trust it. But Street Fighter 5 netcode is at the core. It could be good, but it was really random.
So now then, with the Street Fighter 6, has this changed?
Yes.
Did you, Did you
it
felt
seems
this in the Big Ten,
it
right?
seems that I can play against Americans now in Street Fighter 6, which is
amazing.
It's groundbreaking. Really. Like I'm gonna be able to play against Punk or whoever if it works as well. So it's exciting.
So what they did this time is that they only send the input signals across the internet. Then you can have different outfits and different stages and everything. So it doesn't mirror the stage. So I can play on a different one and you can play on a different one.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I read that. Who someone said, who even asked for this feature? But I'm thankful that we got it. Who thought of that ever? I have no idea. So, but it's really cool we can do that.
So it works great for input, and then you can have your favorite stage and your favorite music.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's very cool.
But you don't. If you would do a stream from both participants, you would see a difference probably on both screens.
Exactly.
You might have a super cool space suit on this screen, and on this screen you look like you have like a bear suit.
Oh, I wonder if you can decide what costume you see for your opponent, though.
No, but I mean, it doesn't reflect your settings, your customization. It doesn't send that over.
No,
I think it's only the stage. I don't think it's the character as well.
I could be wrong. Not even the stage.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can play on different stages with different outfits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But because I tried it with Rojas, our friend at Asus, and he
said, "I love your suit."
No, he said like, "I love this music." Yeah, but this Gameboy stage is amazing. What? I'm not here. Like, okay.
That's
and then
really
he showed
cool,
me a
though.
screen.
Can I just say that I'm always a shill for this game, but I played a lot of Killer Instinct, and that also had that feature with picking your own song. So they would both have different songs from both players. So it's that's a feature from 2013.
Okay, so we're like, amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think it's smart that the only thing you send is the input.
Yeah.
Your inputs. You could basically theoretically play Guilty Gear Strive on the other side. Is because it's just the inputs that you send, and that would make for less data to send. to send like costume data, stage data, etc., etc. So I mean, that's probably what makes the netcode as good as it seemed to be. You've played it.
Yeah, I did.
You played it. Is the netcode? Do you think it's?
Yeah, I think it was very responsive because I did jump into the North American service as well.
Yeah,
and tried a few matches there, and it was very good actually. Yeah. So, but I'm not like a big online fighter, guys. I don't really know, but for like a casual player, it seemed fine actually. Yeah.
Let's talk about the game because our viewers, some of them might not know what this is. We're talking about Street Fighter 6, which is the 6th part of a Street Fighter, right?
Yes.
But we've seen like
with many spin-offs.
Yeah, many spin-offs.
We've seen Ultra, Alphas. We've seen Street Fighter 3, Third Strike. We've seen so many different versions. And it's the first one came out in
1991, perhaps.
91.
Yeah, the Street Fighter arcade. Yeah,
it's like
maybe I can't really remember, but yeah,
it had its 30th anniversary with the 30th anniversary collection, which is really good. And now lately, people have been complaining about number 4 and number 5. They haven't been perfect.
No, not in the start at least.
Street Fighter 5 is quite good now.
Arcade edition.
After it got a particular mechanic that I like very much. But it still has a lot of toxic stuff in it.
Yeah,
but it is definitely at its best now.
Yeah, if you haven't seen his video about the Street Fighter 6, your concerns, it is a recommended watch. So watch that.
We can put it in the box below. Yeah. This time it seems that this is a finished game that will release and will have good netcode. It will have good features. It will have less of the problems that might have hit number 4 and number 5 from the start.
It seems so.
It has a lot of features that I didn't see coming at all, which is very surprising. Like if you go into sound settings, you can decide the sound volume of like the sound the clothes make and the sound the hair makes and the hit sounds and very detailed stuff that I really didn't see coming. So they seem to care a whole lot. A lot more than before.
So they have built this game around accessibility. So like with the sound that you mentioned, it's supposed to help people that are impaired in some way to still enjoy the game. So you can put the sound in, so it changes considering the distance from your opponent. So I mean,
can't you also make sounds for every impact or stuff for people that are like not blind, but
visually.
Because there is this player, Blind Sven from Netherlands, and I think they have thought of him a lot when they implemented. I don't know what the functionalities are, but they did think of blind players when designing the game. So there are functionalities for that.
And you can also get like an error sound, like if you're like trying to do like a target combo, and then it gives like a subtle sound.
So different sounds on every aspect of the...
I think that if you think about it and consider it, it's a great addition.
Yeah.
Because if you're getting older or whatever, your eyes might be a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Stuff like this. Audio cues might actually help.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think this is great that they think about it and don't just do their thing running so fast forgetting about this. And I'm pretty sure that there are visual cues as well you can have.
This has been and probably will continue to be the biggest gripe for new players, and I think that this title has probably implemented more of these let's help new people.
Newbie modes. Yes. We're talking about the world tour.
This is the elephant in the room for me, at least. And this is modern controls versus classic controls, because I love the skill that is on display when you use classic controls. I love that, just to see the absolute mind-boggling stuff that people do.
Yeah. Okay. So
this is just
I don't,
makes it mundane.
Okay. I need to tell you.
Say one thing first.
Okay. Say first.
I don't mind having modern controls. We're gonna explain what modern controls are. I don't mind having them. I think it's a very nice feature until you allow it in competitions.
Yeah.
That's when it absolutely sucks. If Simon has been practicing this for 13 years and someone comes in, starts playing, and after 2 weeks he knows all these combos by just pressing a macro key, that sucks.
Yeah.
But if you look,
I'd like to hear your inputs on this, because I think you're in between, right?
I think it's a good thing to implement modern controls in general, to give a comfortable entry barrier to newcomers. As long as sooner or later you will have to go from modern controls to classic controls.
Yeah.
The thing with modern controls is that it should be bad because it doesn't even give you access to all your moves. That's the thing with modern control.
Well, that's not really true though. There's you lose a few moves with modern, but not there. You can still use, like Jamie loses like 3 specifically. So you,
and it's
for a classic, and modern also reduces the damage for supers and specials.
20%,
yeah,
right?
20%.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's
but like getting rid of 3 of your moves, that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
So I think that should be hopefully a good enough trade-off for the whole thing to make them not want to use it eventually.
Yeah.
I didn't really expect modern controls to be a thing in tournaments, but it's going to be, apparently.
Yeah.
And there are some people who say that modern controls seem broken. There are some pro players who's going to use it, I hear. There is one thing that I hate with my entire heart when it comes to modern controls, and that is doing uppercuts with one button. There's nothing I hate as much as that. Because there are 2 characters, 345, Ed and Falke, that have this invincible DP that they do with just one button press, and it's the most toxic thing ever. I don't want to ever see it in a fighting game. So this is the thing that scares me the most about modern controls. Like maybe facing someone in a tournament and they end up beating you because they could actually anti-air every jump because just one button.
But that's the issue with the entire set of moves in that space, because you can react on everything. You have a super on one button. You just jump
and
up,
you can also in many cases crouch block while inputting. That is also a very
So we have to explain what it is. Yeah, modern controls, classic controls is how you've always been playing Street Fighter. So you do the quarter circles, the Z moves, etc., etc.
For Shoryuken, Hadouken, stuff.
So you do button combinations with the D-pad. And the modern controls is basically a macro key.
You just point on one direction and
press a button.
Press a button, and you get an Hadouken, or you press up, or whatever it is. It's Shoryuken.
So you could practice for like 6 months every day to be good at placing a Hadouken. Right. Or you could start right away and be able to pull off a Hadouken. So that's the thing that makes it unfair, kinda. So you have to have some sort of sacrifice, like with the 3 moves. You have to make it so that if I want to have my full range of moves that I'm used to, I can use the classic. If I want to play a crippled character, I can use the modern controls.
So the thing with modern controls is that you don't need to hold anymore for charged characters. They come out as soon as you press the button as well. So I met a guy that took like the whole match really just to survive, because he corner pressured me with his booms, pressing, and then he just did footsies and keep tapping me, and as soon as he got pushed back, he was in with the booms again.
Yeah.
So I just had to like, you know, defense. So I didn't give him a rematch when I won because it was
just
terrible.
Wrong.
You know?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to play Guile in tournament without charging booms and flash kicks?
Daigo has actually said this.
That is not right.
That's not right.
Not right.
No,
that's wrong.
But
so he actually told me that. He told me.
You know Daigo?
Yeah, give him a call.
I saw what he commented on.
Yeah.
And this is one of the biggest gripes for modern controls with charged characters, and especially Guile, because he seems to be so strong at this point.
Yeah.
So he just doesn't think he's very fun at this point.
So the thing is, okay, so modern controls, you still have light and heavies on square and X, and then you have the circle button. That's like it can be any button. It's like situational.
Yeah.
And then if you press R2 and do the square or cross, it has like a set of it's like a target combo or a combo that's pre-made for you.
Yeah.
So it's like a hit confirm, or so it does like 2 moves afterwards that will end with a special.
Yeah.
Only by pressing R2 and square, you know.
Yeah. I'm just getting more and more frustrated of listening to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you?
Yeah.
It's just absurd.
I didn't think it did combos and strings.
Yeah.
I thought it just did moves.
No. It's a very short string, of course, but it's still, you know, if you can confirm, because it always starts with a light. So you know, and then it does the whole cycle.
This of course presents another thing that could be good in the coming future, because you could easily see when one is using modern controls further down the line. So you know how they would want to play, because you could wait out and see what kind of combos he does.
And you know what kind of combos they can't do, what's restricted. On the other hand, I think this will be banned.
I don't think so.
After this season, it will be nerfed or whatever if it's too strong.
Nerfed.
So I mean, this is not a problem, I think.
Well,
if you have a good player, someone that comes in and feels like a pro player after playing like for a month with modern controls, he will still get his butt kicked by a pro player.
Yeah, sure.
Unless the pro players play with modern controls.
Yeah, that's true.
But because the thing is that you can react. The thing is that you can punish with a super now because it's on a button.
Yeah.
Usually you can't. So because it comes out instantly, you know. So it's. It's tough. Yeah.
Isn't this a way to make this available to more new players?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like with the world tour.
Yeah.
What is it called? World
tour. Yeah. So
tour?
we can segue into this though, because it's actually more into grabbing casual players than Street Fighter has ever been before. With this world tour mode that's like as kind of an RPG.
Yeah,
you know.
You said it was like a dragon or Yakuza?
It's like in the overworld, like Yakuza. You fight baddies or regular people.
Will you play this, Simon?
Nope.
It's not for him. Nope. So this is for casuals. So it's great at world building because you will learn so much about the Street Fighter world, and then you can have masters that are the player characters in the game. So you can have Chun-Li as a master, and you can rank her up, and then you can raise your bond with her. Yeah. So it's also like a sim game, sort of.
Raise my bond with Chun-Li.
Yeah, of course. It's a must. That's the first character.
I always play Chun-Li.
Yeah, I know.
So when you do that, then when you level up with her as a master, you will get her skills, and then you can incorporate it into your player avatar. Yeah. And you can like make a crazy combo with Ryu and Chun-Li's specials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it could be good for those that hasn't been introduced to Street Fighter at all.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's always good to have like a separate mode like this. Like Mortal Kombat 11 had this really extensive or quite extensive story mode called The Crypt that lets you like find treasure chests and get skins and all sorts of things. And I thought I could tell that it did a lot for the entire community. So it's a good thing to have a mode like that.
Yeah.
So this is probably like Call of Duty. You play Modern Warfare 2, you play the single player mode, the campaign, and it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. If you want to keep on playing, you can play multiplayer.
Yeah.
Instead of doing like Battlefield, where you get tossed straight into the war with loads of really good players.
Yeah.
I think the scary thing with a game like this is that you get it and you go online, you go to a lobby and you get matched up with someone and you get ass kicked. And it's a scary experience if you meet someone that is really good, and that might crush your idea of keep playing this game. So I think this is a perfect way to get kind of like introduced,
like a segue.
Introduced smoothly into the game. Then you can play around with the player characters and get better at the game. And then you can take the step to start playing competitively or just for fun online later. So I think this is the mode you started with this.
Yeah, so
this is the mode I would start with.
Yeah, so the World Tour mode is actually pretty expensive. It's pretty big. I think it takes about 30 hours before you complete like the story. And then it's a lot of cosmetics and stuff like outfits and clothes, and then leveling up all the masters.
Yeah.
And then I think they're gonna tie it in with DLC as well in the future. There you can meet like the new masters and learn their moves.
Would you say it's worth to buy the game just to play it single player like this?
Yeah, I think so, because I think it's.
I would never do that.
But because it's like if you like Street Fighter, like the characters, like over the years, the game has evolved away from me. Because they implemented so many mechanics and stuff, and I just didn't get any better.
The threshold is so high.
Yeah, it's so high now.
For me, Third Strike, that's the level. I can never play anything that's harder. I would get so whooped. If we would play, you would crush me completely, and I would think this is not fun. I would never play it again.
Third Strike is quite hard.
Third Strike.
But
is hard.
I don't play the
But the move sets are kind of limited. It's not.
Yeah.
You can play. Is it Jun that has the super advanced super? I mean, the games get more and more advanced.
No.
Not really.
Yeah, but maybe
you're confusing it with harder. I think there are more systems in place in Street Fighter 6 than there are in Street Fighter 3. That's obvious.
More what?
More systems in place.
More systems.
Yes.
More bars, more stuff.
And we get older. We have problems to keeping up with systems like speed, reaction, etc. So I mean, playing now with someone would be really difficult for me after not playing for like 8 years or whatever.
So if you only need to versus someone, and then you're like average at video games or fighting games in general, then you will not enjoy it that much. But in this game you can level up. So you can have that advantage if you like meet a character that's stronger than you, an NPC character. Then you can like power level, and then you get more armor, or you don't get stunned and stuff later on. So it's like all of the small RPG things that are like nice to have.
It's like in Stripe. When I played against Isir, Jesper, a few, but if I play online, I get completely crushed, and it's no fun. It doesn't.
That's the name of the game, really.
Yeah, but I mean, you might have people that want to try out the fighting game without having to play with the bad boys.
I think
it's like go into Muscle Beach on Venice. Venice
Where they've
Beach.
been doing more and more, or putting more focus on like making separate leagues for every skill level. So there is some sort of system for that problem.
And I think with the World Tour mode, it's obvious that they want to give newbies a nice introduction to the game. If you like it when you're done after 30 hours, this has been a great tutorial for you.
I think what makes it so useful is that this demoralization you speak of, when you get crushed, I think many of the amateur players, they lose not because they make the wrong decisions, but also because they cannot even perform all the moves.
Yeah.
So many times they like, oh, I did DP, it didn't come out. I did Hadouken, it didn't come out.
Yeah.
And they lose only because of that, which shouldn't even be a factor later on. But if you play this World Tour mode, I think that you get rewarded for like, oh, here's this quest, you need to do 10 Hadoukens or something like that. So you can steadily improve only the execution thing in World Tour and be more ready after that. So I think it's better. It's good in that way.
So this is good for you pro players as well. You don't get the cannon fodder sent in. You know.
Oh, they will be there.
They will be there anyway.
They will be more prepared. They can do a Hadouken.
The thing is that it's still the skill gap is still huge between a regular and like Ixion.
Yeah.
You know,
I want
13 years, 30 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know what you're most excited about.
I am just really excited for all the FGC people to come together again. Like in Street Fighter 4, then they came together.
Yes, they did.
Somehow they all came together, and in Street Fighter 5, they shattered like glass. And they
chose other games, right?
They spread to other games, and some people stopped playing fighting games entirely. So with Street Fighter 6, I really hope, and I think there's a good chance, especially with this giant prize pool that they've given us, that a lot of people will see reason to join in again. And I think just this boom of people is what I really look forward to.
You see this as a sort of event, the whole concept of Street Fighter 6, hang with buddies again, and just a big party.
And the hype really builds with it's gonna be so fun to watch all the tourneys now. And
also I think there's gonna be a lot of people entering from other genres as well, hopefully. That's also exciting
because the gameplay is great. Like the gameplay is really good because the drive system is shared between all characters. So even if you swap one out, you know, the fundamentals are the same. So for me it was easy to understand, and that you didn't even have to like be vad är snål på engelska? Cheap, yeah. You don't need to be cheap with your meter. Because usually like you need to like use it for like a critical moment when you need to like turn the match. But here you can just use it because it
starts full.
It starts full, and you can refund it.
As you told me, the Daigo said that you should like use one bar right away just because you have a full bar at the start of the round. At the round, not even the match. Like at the start of a round, you get full bar. So at the end of a match or end of a round, you can just like I'll use the bar. It doesn't matter because I'll get it all back next round. That's really unfamiliar to me. I haven't gotten used to that way of thinking.
So if you have a long match, you can use the entire bar like 3 times.
You're like, I need to go poop now. I need to go poop.
Yeah, but so the meta now with like the competitive players, they burn the meter right away. And then
second.
Because it comes back as soon as instantly.
How long does it take? Like 10-15 seconds
to get
the bars back once you have depleted it. I think it's something like that.
But you get.
I don't know how long entirely, but the thing is that something I didn't know is that depending on what you are doing while you are in this burnout state, it recovers with different pace. So the more active you are, the quicker it comes back, and the more defensive you are, the longer it takes for this bar to get back. Like if you are jumping, that is when it takes the longest. So while you are jumping, it barely fills up at all.
That's cool.
It's really interesting, but I'm also worried about that because I don't want them to force you to be too active. You need to have respect for the defensive game as well. So I just hope it won't force you to just play dumb.
The good thing, one thing to see it is like there has been a big change to Street Fighter with Street Fighter 6 compared to what we've seen before. We have some new stuff like World Tour, we have modern controls, etc. So if this would be a completely new franchise, I think old Street Fighter players wouldn't have opinions, maybe the same opinions, because you've played it in one way and then they try to make something. I don't know if it's better or not, but I think one thing is for sure, and that is that Capcom will adjust stuff after.
They always do.
I mean, nerf stuff like the modern controls. It's possible that they say, modern controls will get heavily nerfed after. They see if you guys enjoy it, if you're, they will look at the data, the play data, and see they didn't play this, so let's take it away.
They haven't been. At least from your reactions in past games, your opinions hasn't really mattered as much, or any gamer really that has some significant input on the industry. Nothing really happens. I mean, they listen to players, of course, but they usually do what they want to do. So it doesn't. So
But I mean, you can look at there's two different players that complain. There's the pro players that says this wasn't balanced. I didn't like this because it gave me. I was too powerful, or I couldn't win. It was impossible against this player that played for 2 hours, right? And then you have the vocal people that read about a game like Cyberpunk 2077 Part 2, and they say, I don't like this. I read this is the way it's going to work. I hate this. I'm going to boycott this. So, I mean, the pro players will probably have lugn och saklig. What do you say? How do you say that in English?
Well, calmly. And
sensible comments. Like Daigo, he won't be one of those guys that goes out on the internet and complains about how stupid Capcom is.
No.
So I think even if it has some things that you guys think is super wrong, I think I believe they will listen to that.
Is there anything that you don't like about it besides modern? Once you heard more and more about modern.
Well, there is the thing that I did my video about on YouTube. The fact that it doesn't have anything, it doesn't have a fully invincible defensive mechanic. So, like when you are being pressured, you are at the mercy, so to speak. Like you have to play this heads or tails coin toss game. It was the same thing in Street Fighter 5. For 5 years it was like that, and I thought this game is really stale, but then they introduced another mechanic called V-Shift, and I thought the game became much better after that. And now in Street Fighter 6 we once again don't have
so we're back to what the community didn't like.
Well, I'm not sure about the community. I don't
Is it a personal?
It's more for me. It's not like people aren't very vocal about this thing for some reason. That's why I try to be vocal about it.
But I just want to ask you there, because aren't there like defensive moves for like the drive meter? A bunch of different moves. Drive rush.
Nothing
drive
is
impact.
fully invincible. Like drive impact that has armor, like instant armor. That's not invincibility. Parry is basically just like blocking. You can grab the parry. And there are DPs that require bar, but that's also a hit attack. It's not really a defensive move, so it doesn't. It's not really.
We talked about this before, and we were thinking if we would implement something like you wished for, it would look kinda like.
It would be like an anime fighter, you know?
Yeah, because as the meter goes back, you can use it again. So you have the meter, and you have the meter again, and then you have the invincible dodge to that. It seems like there could be a lot there.
I think
perhaps too much.
Because the thing is that like
depends on how much of the bar it uses also.
Right.
Because the game is very reactive right now. Because I can cancel the drive. What is it called again?
Drive rush.
The drive rush.
I don't know which move you mean.
The one that when you break the when you get armor and break the guard.
I guess that's drive impact.
Yeah, the drive impact. Yeah. So when you do like the drive impact, if I do my drive impact after you, then I cancel you out.
Yeah.
But if there will be like a V-shift mechanic, and I see you do it, I can V-shift out of it.
Yeah.
And then it can be like a cycle,
infinite.
where like no one hits anyone.
Yeah.
As long as you.
I just want I need some wildness in a fighting game. It can easily get stale, and that's what I'm afraid of. That it will get stale after a while.
Yeah. Well. Yes.
But there is this other thing that like this game could get really crazy looking because of the parry, and then they changed the frame advantage on normals quite radically. So now every character basically only has like 1 or 2 normals that are plus on block, like gives you the offensive advantage. Like light attacks like jabs and light kicks are not plus anymore. They are minus now.
That's what?
Yes, and this worries me as well.
So there's
it might be like, oh, people will like, oh, he did a light, I'll do my light instantly, and then that other player might be like, oh, I recognize that he's doing that, so I will do my light, and then I will parry to parry his light now, and then we will get this wonky game maybe. So
it sounds
exciting.
I really like the neutral game in Street Fighter 6. I think it's very promising, but I have concerns about the close-up game.
All right.
In the game. Especially in the corner, where drive impact is an unblockable move. That get like.
I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna write.
It's very
and grab loops as well.
Okay.
If you grab your opponent in the corner, you have the time to dash up and do another grab.
Grab
the way
loops
the way it looks now in the beta, we will see if maybe they fix that.
This is awesome.
Okay, so getting into the corner now is very bad. It's like very bad. And they tell you that when you activate the commentary in the game, because they have now real commentators, like they do play-by-play commentating, but it's like for like a sports game. And it's pretty fun. It's a gimmick, but it's
that's
still,
a new feature.
It's still fun.
If I may continue a little bit on that drive impact thing and the corner, is that there are many people, like there's this big debate, or like people discussing drive impact basically the same way people discuss pineapple on pizza. And so many people are, I feel like they are trying to act pro, and they tell you drive impact is not that bad because you can easily react to it with the same button. It's not that hard. and I'm like, yes, if I'm thinking of this move only, that I will do it every time. It's not hard. But the thing is, if I want to play all the other stuff in Street Fighter, like being ready to anti-air, being ready to break a grab if it runs up and grab me, all sorts of things. If I want to think about all these Street Fighter things at the same time, I may not be able to react to this scrubby move every time. And all the pros were like, it's not too bad. But I just want to see what they feel after half a year, if they feel the same way about drive impact, because I am not as convinced about drive impact. But if you are a pro, if you want to seem like a pro, you kind of need to say, no, it's not so bad. I can react to
this has crap.
But
I've seen this comments. This seems like a real divider. The drive impact stuff. But that and modern controls.
But the thing is, like when I played the open beta, for me as a casual player, it's hard for me to finish off a round because you don't do chip damage in this game. So you need to confirm.
If they are in burnout, you do chip damage.
Okay. So I never put them in that state. So for me, it was like a nice way to kill them, you know.
All right.
If they just had a little life left, I'm burning meter for this, and it helped me a lot though. So
the chip damage. I really like the the super ship damage that was okay, but not the regular ship damage that was frustrating in Street Fighter 4. I think.
I have torn opinions about chip damage. I initially thought for several years when we went from Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5 and only supers could chip kill you, I thought that was a very smart change because it can get predictable and sort of unfair if if regular specials can't kill you. But the thing with the phenomenon with specials being able to kill you is that they create very, very wonky moments in tournament settings. Like, oh yeah, now he only has this sliver of life left. That means this opponent will just want to get like one hit, and they just do wild things, and he knows that, and they jump away, and like you can see very wild things because of the existence of that. So now I'm kind of back to wanting regular specials to be able to chip kill you. But now we have sort of a hybrid situation where this can happen, but only if they're in burnout. So that's probably fine.
Okay.
Well, cool.
Right. Well, are we satisfied?
We need to talk about the game. Yeah, but your experience with the game.
Okay, so
is it easy to start with?
Yeah, of course it is. So you have the regular. You go to fighting grounds here, and you can just open it up. One of the things that is really nice with this game is that they have something called character guides, and when you pick a character, they will tell you how this character was made and how it's intended to be played.
Is this new? Wasn't this in Street Fighter 5?
Most of it.
Okay, right. Okay.
So it's very in depth. Yeah. So they teach you like the moves and how things combo into each other. So I haven't seen that before. So I like that a lot. And then you can also then go to combo trials.
That's not new.
No. But the thing is, like, I'm gonna show you where is Ken. Tell me where he is. Is he down here? Where? Is that Ken?
There it is.
There.
To the right.
Yeah?
Nej, där.
Where? This one?
Där, titta på samma skärm.
Perfect. So you can see here, you see the check marks?
Yeah.
So we just scroll down and you will see where I am in the
that's your skill gap.
My skill gap is I'm intermediate in the middle. So so there's so many combos I can't do. So this is the basic game mode. You have the arcade normal, like when you get like the pictures in then.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got the practice, you got the versus, and then you have special matches where there's like strange rules.
Yeah, like
you have a bull that's running.
Yeah.
In the
balls and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a lot of wonky, like fun stuff. And then you have just online. You can go straight in. And after that, you have the battle hub.
I never understood this menu.
What
am I looking at?
It's a bit strange.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
You can't.
So weird.
I don't think you can go there now because you're offline.
The problem not.
Yeah.
We can try.
I like the fighting hub. It's looks like Fantasy Star Online.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like an arena, where there are like arcade machines.
Yeah.
And if you stand on an arcade machine, you can just jump in with randoms, and there are like mini games and a lot of funny stuff. And you are there with your player character, and the game has crossplay. So if I add your friend code, so then we can meet up even if you are on PC
or Xbox.
Yeah,
thank goodness for this.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So it was a bit strange how to set it up, but when you figure that out, it was easy. Yeah. So I could see the lobby you're in when we were friends then. So I can like just jump in without talking with you. You know. So it's pretty easy. It's great. So great crossplay.
Yeah.
You've been enjoying it?
A lot, yeah.
Immensely,
yeah. It's a really, really great game. It's so much fun. For me that loves Street Fighter, has a way to enjoy it now with story and stuff. because of the new story mode. And then I feel like the game, I can evolve with the game a little bit now. So I'm gonna try to rank up, but I will not hit master.
I think it's very noteworthy that coming from Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6 is that the hitboxes and animations are so much more better designed now. Like in Street Fighter 5, you could do a medium kick and you'll have your entire foot inside them, but you wouldn't hit them.
Yeah.
And there was so much of that stuff in Street Fighter 5, and it just felt so bad. Like the balance could have been good. Like maybe it was fair that this move only reached here. Like on paper, that's how it should be hitbox wise. But when animations and hitboxes don't align, it just feels bad. It feels like you were being screwed over when you're playing. So it's just like, you don't want that ever. And now they fixed that. And the sound is also very much better, so it just feels better to play.
It seems
more
to be
impact.
It seems to be a very polished game.
Yeah, it is. It is. So there's like DLC on the way already. They announced another fan favorite, of course. Ryu's internal rival is one of them. You know. So I think this game will be supported for a long time, and then depending on how it goes for the competitive scene down the road.
That's the big one.
That's the big one. And then we can tell them about the event on Friday.
All right, yes, it's a head stomper, right? No, not on Friday.
No, it's
a week after.
Yeah, on the 9th, right?
Yeah, 9th.
Yes, there's a big event in Malmö, Sweden, where they're gonna have a little side event with me, with a Street Fighter 4 station. People can come and play against my Dan, and if they win, they can get a prize.
Oh, nice.
Cash money and a Logitech mouse.
I don't know how many people are gonna be like, yo, Street Fighter 4 time now, the Street Fighter 6 age, but we'll see.
Probably not, but that's fun.
I'll just sit there for maybe half an hour there, and then
there's
half an hour there, we'll see.
And there's another event, right?
And there's another event.
On Saturday.
It's June 3rd. It's on the Red Bull Gaming Sphere in Stockholm.
Yeah, that's on Saturday.
Yeah, so Joy and MI5 is hosting that.
Yeah.
There will be free pizza, Street Fighter inspired drinks, tournament and casual setups. And free pizza. We're going
I've
directly.
never heard of free pizza ever.
And I will have also a Street Fighter 3 Third Strike arcade machine.
Yes, right. I'm going there.
Yeah.
No, this is at Space in Stockholm. Red Bull Gaming Arena, and I think it's 18 years old. Is it?
I didn't see actually.
Yeah, if it's drinks.
All right.
Probably. Probably. Yeah.
So if you are free this weekend, go to Space in Stockholm
or
for
next
the
week.
For the launch event.
I will be way too busy streaming this weekend.
Yeah, check out Simon's streams on Twitch. We'll put the link here. He's going to be hardcore playing this probably all weekend and the rest of your life until 7 comes out.
But have you told us who you're going to play with?
No.
Is that a secret?
No.
Okay, who are you going to
I'm going to go with DJ so far.
That's okay. You're going for modern controls then? Are you going for modern controls then? No. Because he's a charge character, isn't he?
Yes, but I cannot. No.
He knows how to press multiple buttons at the same time.
What do you like about him though?
The thing is that in the old days, I liked to play Guile and Charlie and Alpha. I like to do the charge projectiles. I think it's really fun to play charge, actually. A lot of people don't think that, but I do. And in Street Fighter 4, DJ was really, really fun. Flashy moveset.
All right. But do you know what he got in this game? Do you know what he has in this game?
Yeah. There's a lot of feint stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So it's like mind games on mind games. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think I'll be able to utilize that quite well.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm following the stream now.
We've been talking about for an hour now. So,
yeah.
Can I
This is
just
a long
say one
review.
last thing?
Yeah,
Can I
of
just
course.
shout out my sponsors?
Yes,
Yes,
Of course.
Yes, I'm being sponsored by this company called Console Sport. They have their own website, consolesport.
We'll link it.
.se, and they are basically a company trying to up the esports Olympic stuff, you could say. So,
Cool.
Well,
shout outs to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to mention also before we end here, because this will be the last thing, I promise.
Yeah.
Esport has officially become a
Olympic
sport.
Yeah.
For
In the Olympics.
well, no, but like sports.
Yeah.
Sports are now counted as a real sport.
Yes.
In Sweden, so that's fine.
So if you're a gamer, you can consider yourself an athlete. I'm a veteran athlete.
All right. And also, thank you to MR5 for the code.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Huge thanks.
Yes.
That's all the thanks for today.
Yeah.
And until next time.
Bye bye.
Have fun. See ya. Bye.
Bye.